Hello there. Right now I wanted to discuss misanthropy and its correlation to cynicism. I personally believe, as somebody who strives to be a philanthropist, and if I'm dropping these and you don't know what these are, misanthropy is a belief that humanity as a collective is not necessarily evil, but it's self-serving. It's me. It's all about me. And people, they do evil things out of self-service. And cynicism ties into that too, because cynicism is people are going to do what's logical, and sometimes what's logical is to manipulate and hurt someone, And so I think I have this theory. I can't really prove it, but I can see it in other people I interact with. Misanthropists are very hurt people when I talk to them. There are people who are guarded, people who are on edge. I know that a misanthropist I've spoken to has said, I don't care about the positive things that people have to say about me. I care about the mischaracterization. And it's a lot of focus on the negative. It's almost as if they have a gray filter. There's a rose-tinted glasses filter that some people have. Like, I suppose you could argue that might be something that they would shove back at me is, oh, but you're just rose-tinted glasses. You're seeing things from only the positive. But I would say you have a gray-tinted glass that you're looking through, that you can only see things in bleak, and that you're not looking at the light that's at the end of the tunnel. And I think it's a valid thing that people get hurt and that they get guarded, because that's what happens when you're hurt. Maybe they had a support system that wasn't there for them. Maybe they didn't have people that loved them and supported them. Maybe they don't have friends. Maybe they don't have a whole lot, and that's okay. We all get into bad places. I know I have. A lot of people do, and that's okay. So if you are a misanthropist, I want to say, I don't judge you. I mean, I've been in a very rough place myself, and I think what you're thinking is definitely valid. I think it's just one way to view the world. However, is it healthy? I don't necessarily think so, because in life you have to make relationships with other people. And in order to have a trust with another person, you have to believe that that other person will do something for you. And so if there is this inherent distrust as the foundation of a friendship, as a work relationship, as something that is cornerstone, that will collapse in on itself at some point. You will show your true motivations at some point. That distrust will kind of show as an apathy, as a disconnect between you and the other person you're interacting with. And that would be applied to a lot of people that you interact with, and you might not be aware that it's affecting your relationships. And so it is kind of this vicious cycle of your belief where you believe that people are going to hurt you or that they are self-indulgent, and yet it's reinforced by the fact that you are distrusting of people, and you're going to see more of that if you are distrusting of people, because they don't believe that you trust them, so they're going to show you more of the traits that you want to see. And so I see this in people who are cynical or people who are misanthropists, and it makes me wonder, are they trying to reinforce their beliefs by experiencing it, or are they just so hurt that they can't trust anymore? So I think we could come up with a solution, some sort of compromise. However, I don't want to change anybody's beliefs in the sense that I don't want you to feel as though I'm coercing you or convincing you of anything. I want you to think for yourself and think, is this a belief system in which it would stand on its own? And if I think about all of my interactions with people in my life, does this hold up? That's all. I just want you to think. And I hope you have a wonderful day.